What are some tips that you'd give sales leaders when they're looking to build out teams?
Look, the one key factor that all of your team should have in common is if they care about the product and they really believe in what it is that they're selling. Caring about yourself and hitting a number, we've all met that salesperson previously. We want someone who cares about the product enough to know that it's going to be great for your business or for you personally. And so when I talk about diversity, we're talking about diversity of thought, experiences, backgrounds, and what they can bring to the table. But the one commonality is, what do you know about the product? Why is it important to you? And why would people buy it? Why would somebody sign up to a service or whatever it is that you happen to be selling? If there's a resonance there, that is the one key tip that I would have for sales leaders growing a team. They need to care. Sounds simple, not always easy to find.
How you can actually assess whether or not they do care?
I think as salespeople, we tend, again, to gravitate towards those that we really like. Ask the hard questions. Don't be afraid to ask the hard question. Ask them, what do you know? What's important to you? What gets you up in the morning? If it's money, you'll spot it straight away. If it's the thrill of the chase, that's okay too. But we want to know that you care deeply about the product and the service and the customers, and that you've done your research into that. Understand what makes them tick, and you're on the right track.
Have you got any tips you can suggest around how making sure that people you're meeting or you're interviewing actually can prove or show some evidence that they care about customers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the key things we can do is to ask salespeople and sales leaders to describe sales to us, put them on the spot. It'll give you so much information, but also delve into how that person views sales. It's a commercial role. It's about connecting a product or a service with a business for great results. And if they can't explain that to you, if it's about revenue generation purely for themselves and not about a meeting of the minds and really understanding the problems that you're solving, they're probably not going to be the long-term hires that you want them to be. As humans, we generally have pretty good EQ. And we know when somebody's interested in us,
Hmm.
interested in our business, and really wants to help as opposed to the quota. While it seems really simple, a little bit cliche to ask the human questions first before we dive into the technical, I think it's really important. You're hiring an individual, not a robot.